Given all the latest reports and developments throughout the NBA, it looks like things might be shaping up to where a blockbuster trade between the Lakers and the Warriors could send Klay Thompson down to LA. So we're going to break down everything that's been going on around the sort of league that could lead to this transaction, how Klay Thompson would fit with the LA Lakers, and would it make sense for LA to make this move. So we're going to dive into a lot. Before we jump into that, folks, we are on our quest for 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and over 96% of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So it would mean the world to me. It would mean the world to everyone here at Lakers Digest. If you're watching these vids and want daily Lakers coverage, it would mean the world to us if you guys could hit that subscribe button. But let's dive into this news, because this could be something that's pretty crazy for the LA Lakers, because the Golden State Warriors right now, there's no other real words to put it. They are completely in shambles, as they're currently 11th in the Western Conference, 2.5 games behind the Phoenix Suns, outside of the play-in picture. And then you also have Draymond Green, who's swinging at Yusuf Nurkic mid-game, and now he's officially suspended indefinitely for this LA Lakers team. Apparently, he's going to have to go through a bunch of protocols, different sessions, in order to prove that he's eligible to go back on the court for the Golden State Warriors. They're sick of his antics, sick of his dirty plays, so they have that whole situation and drama to deal with. Additionally, their top stars are not living up to their potential, as Steve Kerr had to bench both Klay Thompson and Andrew Wiggins late in their most recent game against the Phoenix Suns. And you know what? There's also been some chatter, been some buzz around the Golden State Warriors team that they might end up bringing Andrew Wiggins off the bench full-time, given his poor production over the course of this season. So they have that whole situation to deal with. And right now, Steph Curry is sort of in that point in his career where he's still an extremely capable superstar player in the NBA, but the team around him isn't living up to that sort of caliber the Golden State Warriors are used to. And you know what? They want to capitalize on this Steph Curry window. They want to make sure that his twilight of his career, while he's putting up these ridiculous stats, ridiculous numbers, he's able to at least compete in the Western Conference. And right now, the way the Warriors have shaped up, doesn't seem like that's really the case with their current roster construction. Well, what does that have to do with Klay Thompson and the LA Lakers? I mean, in no world would the Warriors end up trading Klay, right? Well, Woj just come out with some interesting reports indicating that extension talks might not be as sort of, equal on both sides from Klay and the Warriors. Basically, Klay Thompson's extension talks in the window into negotiating stakes for the Golden State Warriors, the franchise's story guard. Basically, with this report that is linked to this tweet here now, they're far apart. They're far apart on current extension talks, and basically, Shams came out recently indicating that the future of Klay Thompson has been in question. This report dropped yesterday. He's told that the Warriors offered a deal in the 2 years, $48 million range, and they offered that to Klay Thompson before the season, and now there is no deal on the table. So this is pretty crazy. This is pretty insane, as Klay Thompson obviously feels like a guy that's a Warriors lifer. He won 4 chips with the team, the Splash Bros. It would just be weird to sort of see him off the Golden State Warriors. But there has been some chatter, not just in this season, the rumors percolating amongst, the pockets of LA Lakers media, but in the past, Klay Thompson's kind of directly expressed an interest of leaving, if he were to leave the Golden State Warriors, to come to the LA Lakers. As basically, this is a report dug out from a few years ago that Klay Thompson would have interest in the Lakers if they trade for Anthony Davis and the Warriors don't offer him the max. Obviously, the Lakers ended up acquiring Anthony Davis, but the Warriors did give, the Lakers got Anthony Davis and the Warriors did give Klay Thompson the max contract, so he stayed with the Warriors, stayed with Golden State, and all that sort of stuff makes sense. However, the end of that contract is basically this season. This is the last year of the deal on Klay Thompson's contract, and right now, as Shams sort of reported, as Woj indicated in a report, his future is very much in question. And the LA Lakers are a team that seems to be the only potential destination a guy of Klay Thompson's stature, a guy of Klay Thompson's resume would really be that interested in going to. And obviously his dad played for the LA Lakers for multiple seasons. It's been widely noted that he's a diehard Lakers fan, and when the Warriors play the Lakers, he has a tough sort of split. Obviously he's rooting for his son, but he's such a Lakers guy that it's tough to sort of, see that stuff happening. It's this dream for Klay to play for the Lakers. So there's been a lot of ties for Klay Thompson to come to the Lakers. In the past, we've seen it happen, and now his future is in question. And as I sort of brought up, the Lakers want to maximize Steph Curry's sort of twilight career window. And if Klay Thompson isn't really fitting him well right now with what the Warriors are doing, then maybe we could see a shakeup, especially if a contract extension's not coming. They don't want to let him walk for nothing. And I feel like just off of optics, just off of everything Klay Thompson has done for the Warriors team, they're not going to trade him, heck, not even to just an average good team. They're not going to trade him to a destination that he wouldn't want to go to. So frankly, in my opinion, I view the Lakers as really the only possible trade partner for the Golden State Warriors if they are going to deal away Klay Thompson. And then that leads us into our question, which Lakers fans are all sort of wondering now at this point. Does it make sense for LA to trade for Klay Thompson? Because why would the Lakers want to trade him away, or the Warriors trade him away if he's or why would the Lakers want to pick him up if he's sort of being a negative player for the Golden State Warriors? Well, Klay Thompson has always almost been a player that's like a dream fit around a LeBron James-led team. The way LeBron can drive the lane, make those cross-court passes, be a vacuum in the paint, even at his older age, right? He's such a, the defense focuses in on him 24/7. He's one of the best passers in NBA history. I mean, Klay Thompson's not going to be that effective on the defensive end at this point in his career, even though he's traditionally been a 3-and-D guy, but Klay Thompson will never lose that three-point shot. And right now, his stats for this season, obviously Klay Thompson right now is only 33 years old, shooting 34% from behind the three-point line, which definitely is a step back from where he's been over the course of his career, one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time, but still putting in 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Again, the defense has fallen off a bit, but imagine the open looks that LeBron James, Anthony Davis, these guys are going to command so much attention out there on the offensive end. Even though Steph Curry's gravity is something that's been well known, it's been well articulated and stuff, this is going to be another level of open shots, especially with LeBron's passing ability that Klay Thompson is going to receive. And we've seen LeBron James play with elite three-point shooters in the twilight of their career, coming off injuries and stuff. In the past, guys like Ray Allen had a resurgence, had one of the biggest shots in NBA history playing with LeBron James. So Klay Thompson coming in could be a guy that completely opens up the spacing for this LA Lakers team. And right now, I'm not too worried about the defense for LA, given the fact, again, we have AD. We have the Vandalorian. We have LeBron, who does take possessions off at times, but is still, when he's locked in, a very capable. We saw it in the playoffs last season. When he's focused and stuff, a solid, capable defender, right? There are a lot of guys on this Lakers roster that are capable on the defensive end. We have one of the best defenses. Cam Reddish has stepped up on that end of the floor. And I mean, offensively, if we add that floor spacing of Klay Thompson, that would be something remarkable to see. But what would the Lakers have to give up? Obviously, D'Angelo Russell has been struggling a little bit as of late. So his contract is one of those contracts that would have to sort of likely be thrown into a deal to go to the Golden State Warriors and see what happens along those lines. So expect D'Angelo Russell to be in one of those trade packages. And I'm not someone that's jumping off the D'Angelo Russell bandwagon after a few bad games. Obviously, the playoffs last year did leave a sour taste in a lot of Lakers fans' mouths, given the fact that just didn't step up. Schroeder had to be the guy that, played the majority of the minutes in those bigger games. So I don't know. It feels like D'Lo would have to be the piece to go back to Golden State, or at least shipped off. It'd be weird seeing D'Lo sent back to Golden State, given how weirdly that sort of situation ended up ending. But the Lakers, if we didn't have to give up that much, in terms of assets, which I don't think would be the case, given the real truth of it, he hasn't lived up to expectations. He's an older guy, and really only a team like the LA Lakers would be able to maximize the twilight of Klay Thompson's career after coming off a couple injuries and stuff like that. I mean, D'Angelo Russell, maybe a second or so, could get a deal done, but again, if the Lakers don't have to give too much up, we could definitely see a Klay Thompson trade end up happening with LA. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would give up in a potential Klay Thompson deal. Would you want to see this deal happen for LA? I mean, the offense would be electrifying for LA if that were to be the case. Let me know in the comment section below. Again, subscribe to the channel if you made it this far in the video. It means the world to us. Anyways, I'm signing off. Cheers.